Welcome everybody to Zafehouse Diaries 2. I was a huge fan of the first installment and this one released last night, so this is the first time for me starting it too, though I did have a quick look at the tutorial and try to get my audio settings right and stuff, but yeah, I'm still very new to this game. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's basically like a survival strategy game that takes place in a book, meaning you don't see things happening, you read them in the diary. You will understand once we go in. We will start with a tutorial and I think I'll call this the episode 0, and I will use this episode to explain the game. So when we do jump in the next episode into the first real episode, the roadkill, you'll understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing things. This will be a short episode, and as I said, I'm probably gonna call it episode 0. I'm not 100% certain on that. I think I'll call it episode 1. We'll see. I'll decide that when I'm uploading. Anyway, we do have tutorial mode, learn the ropes, kinder zombies, and few prejudices. Well, I don't know what tutorial mode means. Learn the rope means there's a lot of pop-ups. Kinder zombies, kinder is the German word for children, so I'm assuming it means zombies are easier to fight. And few prejudices means your survivors don't have prejudices. So you won't have infighting in your group just because someone is, I don't know, of color or female or whatnot. So we'll just jump right in. Again, do feel free to skip this episode and go to the next one if you don't care about how the game works, or if you already know how the game works. I will use this to explain it more so than playing it, because the tutorial is super short. Gerald, Martha, and Beverly and Anthony made it to Flemington Springs. A fragile group consists of a cleaner, a priest, a bartender, a mayor, and a police officer. Hopefully, Gerald can hold things together. This is all randomized. Your entire group, even the map, everything is always randomized. They arrived with some weapons, some food, and medical supplies. Gerald has some advice. He says zombies will gradually fill the town they will enter from the border, so the center may be safest. We're patrolling on the outskirts of town, picking up survivors. If you can find a flare fired high in the sky, and we'll come and get you. It will attract zombies from all over town, so make sure you fortified location. All fine. Now, I will click away the tutorial. I will go over what we're seeing real quick for about, I don't know, a minute or two. Then we'll spend a minute or maybe 5 minutes actually playing this map, and that will be it for this introduction video. And yes, the first thing is down here we have our survivors. On this picture we can see the gun, but it doesn't really show the gun, it just shows that he has a gun, this pistol, and if we go over it, we see it's an assault rifle. So, yeah, I wish it would, there's not that many guns, I wish it would actually show it, because to me it looks like everyone has pistols. It took a while to understand that, for example, she has a shotgun, she has an assault rifle. Oh my god, they all have assault rifles, who are so incredibly deadly. Now, here we basically have our, we have our desk with a calendar, not too important. Here in the middle we always see what we need to find. So in this case we need to find the flare gun, and here we can read the notes. But we do know this from the diary. The map, as you can see, this is not a real map, as in it's stylized, I guess you would call it. This is not how real streets are set up, right? And this actually poses a question for me that I'm not entirely sure of. Because, for example, imagine Sapphire Drive didn't exist and everything was built like this. Then this would still be a rather short line, right? Whereas this would be a longer one, but this is technically on the same road, and if Sapphire Road didn't exist, is this shorter, is it longer? I don't know, because you don't see them actually using streets. If I do this, you see here, he's not going on the street and stuff, so I don't know. I don't think it's too important, but it's something to keep in mind. Now, how you can understand this map is, if you click on the building, up here you also see what it is, but you can also tell from these pictures that this, for example, is the police station, this is going to be a house, this here is going to be some government, no, it's a museum, this is a bar, and so on. So you have these houses. These here are your survivors. They all have a token. You can see on the top right which token is which survivor. So for example, this would be Gerald Gonzalez. And I can tell them to go somewhere. If I tell them to go somewhere, I can tell them to investigate, which means he stalks around the house and tries to find out how many zombies and stuff are in there. And breach means he's going in and tries to kill everything. If you do breach, it's always a fight to the death. Meaning, at the end, he's going to be alone in the house or he'll be dead. And the ones with the question marks, in this case, this is obviously different for every mission. In this case, might be where we find a flare gun. I don't know where we know this from, because these are just normal houses, right? How do I know that there might be a flare gun in this house? But that's not too important. This house, we can barely see it because there's our people, but you can see that there's... Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can see there's this red circle. That means there is something about this house. And if we hover over it, we can see this is the location we need to fortify. This is, by the way, lucky that we've started in it. When I was playing it before, I told you I've started up the tutorial before for... actually, I've recorded this before, but I wasn't happy with the quality of my audio. I hope it's better now. This was actually up here somewhere, so it was worse. If we do click on the house, we have people in. It doesn't have to be your starting location. Any house where we have people in, we get this list of orders that we can do. So barricade, cook, distract, patrol, search, spot, snipe. And if we click on it, we can say who should do it. And yeah, in this case, if you do mark multiple people to do something, you can see the relationship they have to each other. Because in this game, for this, because you get this beautiful story in your diary. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, thank you. The survivors, they are all connected. And you can see, for example, here, Anthony and Beverly, they're not the best friends. This is why this is slightly yellow, whereas this, for example, is bright green. But this can go red and dark red and stuff, and at some point they start actually fighting and whatnot. So you kind of want to keep them happy. You can spread rumors about people to make them more or less liked. Usually I think you do it to make them more liked. I don't think there's any reason why you would want to not have your people liked. Anyway, we are almost 8 minutes in this video, so how about we do finally start playing. We will start by barricading this place, and can do that. And this place isn't fully searched. You see here it's only halfway searched. We can still search this, so Anthony will be searching. And usually you always want to have someone on spotting, but I don't think we need it because it's the tutorial. So Anne and Anthony are spotting, so we know that's this one. You can see it flicker on the map. It's this one and this one. So the other three I can send out, and I will actually just send them here. No, don't investigate. I don't want this to be investigation. Breach. And they all have assault rifles, so we really need rifle rounds. That's cool. Usually how I played the first one would be I would go here, would go here, would go here, would go here, and so on. But again, this is the tutorial. We're just showing off. We basically just need to check out these 3 places, get the flag, and go back, and we've won. So we don't need to survive for a long time. With that said, let's click here. This advances the daytime by 1 hour, and then our diary updates with things that happened. So in Kings Avenue, Anthony, who was the person we set on searching, found binoculars, a stimulating meal, a hacksaw, a splint, a saw, and 2 cooking ingredients. And fortified 4 entrances. It's starting to rain. Zombies will be harder to spot, but they will be less likely to hear any noise coming from the location. That's not too important right now, but theoretically. We'll just keep pushing it forward until the diary tells us that our people entered the house. Because what he finds, it's nice that we find some cooking ingredient, but it shouldn't be too important for this tutorial of ours. Anthony found a simple meal, some crossbow bolts, that's cool. And we have entered a Violet Road. Beverly, Gerald, and Martha breached and secured the house at 23 Violet Road. They entered through the second bedroom window. The action occurred in the lounge. Martha killed 3 zombies. Gerald and Beverly were useless. Good job, Martha. And Gerald and Beverly, why are you letting her get all the glory? So, what it just told us is you can see on your photos if the people got hurt. So they would have like blood marks and scars and whatnot if during the battle they got hurt. Now, I think theoretically we need to search the location now and stuff, but I think the flagon gets found the moment you enter. So we can just keep going to the next one. It's absolutely okay. Breach, do take everything with you, all the cooking ingredient, all the snacks that you found. Now again, normally you want this... Oh, she's fully searched, so let's do it like that and try to get this barricaded quickly. We are fully fortified, which is nice. This is also one of our objectives, but you always want to do that to like your base. But you can also build some improvements here, like some sniper towers and a fence or whatnot, and it just makes the place that little bit more secure. So we're gonna do that. He's built a sniper's nest. So we've entered the house at 24 Violet Road. They entered the first bathroom. A window occurred in the first bathroom, first closet and kitchen. They killed 3 zombies. Martha was useless, but that's okay. And we will check out the last. Again, do take everything with you. I don't know why it doesn't do that automatically, to be honest. Are you still? No, you're not barricading anymore. So, come on. And we found the flagon. It was obviously in the last location we checked, like always. Argued with inside the location. They split up and hunted zombies separately. You see, this basically, it reduces your effectiveness, but it's okay. Probably killed 2 zombies. We did find the flagon, so now we can go back here. Again, we'll take everything with us. The place is very secure, that's nice. There's no fence yet, so how about we just build a fence? Yeah, we got the fence. We go ahead, you do food, you are on lookout. The people are coming back. Yep. The rain has stopped. That's in the tutorial, none of this is a problem. They've waited for the right amount to let the survivors back in. So now everyone's here. We do have the flagon and we can leave town. And that's it for the tutorial. Drop Martha and Beverly and Anthony fired a flare high into the sky. Okay. I will read the last entry in the tutorial real quick. They waited for hours, the zombies gathered at all sides. If it weren't for the barricades, they would have never lasted. An armored rescue truck backed up close to the window and everyone rushed inside the door. Flemington Springs was now just a memory. So this was the tutorial. Again, I hope you skipped this if you thought it was boring, and I hope to see you for the second episode for the roadkill scenario, the first real one. And if you did play I haven't played this yet, you can see it here, but I did play the first Zafehouse Diaries, and that game was super hard. Like, I don't know how often I tried, but I finished it only once, and so I'm assuming that this is going to be a very, very hard level. I don't know, but I'm assuming. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you for the next episode of this. Have a great one. Bye bye.